Just get high.
We're just happy to be here, happy to smoke a joint in peace, I'd say.
We want to go for a shit. We want to shit. We want to
Once a year, stoners from all over the UK congregate here in London to celebrate a plant that makes you either a really chill man or has you worrying that everyone thinks you're a bit of a cock. But it's 2023 and people are still coming to get zooted at Hyde Park for 420. 420 was born in the 1970s when 5 American high school kids started to meet regularly at 4:20. In the meetings, they discuss a rumoured abandoned cannabis crop and how they go about finding it. How that translates to hordes of people turning up to a Royal Park on a Thursday is unclear, but one thing's certain. Just like your Year 11 Leavers Prom and Taco Bell, 420 is an American export that Brits love to hate. How long is that?
Well, I made it 15 inches, maybe a bit shorter, but it's 2.5 ounces of weed in it.
How much does that set you back?
Pretty penny.
There's a remarkable mix of people here, all seemingly united in one common cause. They've come to Hyde Park in a massive display of civil resistance, one that gives a big f*** you to the system that decides whether you should or shouldn't spark up a fat one if you so desire. So why do people come here every year? Why are you here today? Is it just for a good day out?
Cannabis should be legalised. It's a medicine. It's used to help people with real illnesses.
We came here today to educate the masses about their ability to obtain a legal medical prescription here.
Naturally, for me, it's a unity thing. Like, it's not every day you can go out and then connect to other people that feel the same way as you. So, you know what, when you get the chance to do that in front of police, in front of whoever, it's like one time to stand up and just say, yeah, this is me and I'm happy.
Have a nice suit without any stress. That's what it is. Just get high.
Mini festival. Woo! Looking around, it looks like a festival.
Straight vibes.
We get
straight vibes. Everyone's here.
College, have a happy time.
Yeah.
I came here today because I believe that cannabis should be legalized. I'm particularly concerned about the number of young people, particularly young black people in certain areas of London that I see being strip searched by the police, and I'm concerned about young people getting convictions for possessing small amounts of cannabis or marijuana or whatever it is. And I believe that it should be legalised and it should be sold in shops and taxed.
Yes, there is a notable police presence at the event, but they tend to stand on the fringes while the real smoking goes on, and boy, does it. Cannabis in the UK is known as some of the most head-fucky stuff out there, with profits often taking precedence over highs in lofts across the land.
The more you mess with cannabis, the more it can mess with your mind.
There are huge issues with cannabis causing psychotic illnesses for addicts.
My soul had in some way been wrenched from my body. Couldn't even conjure an image of my wife.
This was aggressive filth.
While there's never any guarantee of what strain you're getting, that doesn't stop smokers calling to legalise it. However, there's an equally opposing voice coming from Whitehall, where rumours are Zoella Braverman wants to make cannabis a Class A substance in an age where the world is increasingly going the other direction.
The Home Secretary Zoella Braverman is considering upgrading cannabis from a Class B drug to a Class A drug because of evidence linking use to psychosis, cancer and birth defects.
There's no such thing as dabbling in drugs. These are serious offences that were committed.
Zoella Braverman is rumoured to be wanting to make cannabis a Class A substance. What do you make of that?
Oh, well, I wouldn't give any heed to what she says because, she's just, as far as I'm concerned, she's just a right-wing racist. I don't give much heed to any of the policies by either her or a party stand for.
Laws that are put in place to keep the disadvantaged, underprivileged and the deprived in those prisons without being offensive. Someone like you, someone like me, if we both get caught smoking a spliff on the street, it will be handled completely different.
You know, cannabis has been known to help people with so many ailments. It makes no sense to criminalise people, especially the people who are being criminalised are marginalised communities. Dumb move.
We're just happy to be here, happy to smoke a joint in peace, I'd say. Look how many countries are being legalised and they're making money from it, so let us do the same. Let us get some tax back and put it into the economy. That's what makes sense, doesn't it?
That's ridiculous. It used to be C, didn't it? No way.
Cannabis has so many medical factors. I constantly lift at the gym. I'm trying to get into world weightlifting and cannabis is the best rest day.
Silly. Should be always see, but it shouldn't be that at all. It should be legal by now, you know? Every other country's doing it. Why aren't they doing it here? I don't get it.
I feel like cannabis is like, it's not the worst drug in the world, so why should you make it Class A? Like, there's so many other drugs that they could make Class A. Cannabis, realistically, there's been no deaths at all from cannabis, or like completely straight from cannabis. There's been no deaths at all.
People obviously feel the prohibition of weed is a direct attack on their civil liberties, as well as their right to enjoy something that's arguably less damaging to individuals than the war on drugs itself. Whatever the reason people turned up today, it was a fun event where people let loose for a few hours.
What are your words for the government?
The words for the government: if the government is causing the problems, the government should fix the problems. And boom, opioid drugs is not the way forward. Sure! Rastafari!
Thank you! Thank you, thank you!
Two shots in the air, boom, boom, down. If I pull the trigger, we only